right, guys, we're here with Captain Will, Captain Joe. Captain Will's been doing a lot of these 39 and 44 hours. You've been doing a lot of different trips, but, I mean, crushing them on that 12-hour extreme, crushing them. And we're real excited. We've got a whole nother month of August. And I think there's a lot of confusion around this red snapper season because FWC's website saying red snappers closed in August, but that's not true for our federally permitted for-hire vessels here at Hubbard's Marina. On our charter boats and party boats, we're federally permitted, and that federal season goes from June 1st all the way through September 15th. So we've got another month and a half here of red snapper season, and we don't have a lot of people joining us in August. Got super light loads on our Sunday 39 hours, Tuesday 39 hours. A lot of your 12-hour extremes have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, so plenty of room on all of these trips, and a lot more red snapper season left, and the fishing hasn't slowed down. It's gotten even better, it seems like.
Yeah, the fishing's good right now. The mangrove fishing's excellent. We had just a spell of current, but it's ending right now. And in this trip, I'm confident enough we're going to go out to deep water to start today and see how that goes. But I'm pretty sure the current's back down enough where we'll be able to pull that off.
Yeah, and we worked our way back out with some deep water, and the current definitely slowed down.
Yeah.
And it seems like everybody gets so tied into the moon phase. Like, oh, I got to go on a new moon or a full moon. But it seems like, especially even in the summertime, around these moon phases is when we get the current. These quarter moons aren't as highly sought after from a booking standpoint, but from a fishing standpoint, we don't have as much current.
Yeah, as far as that goes, I don't even hardly look at the time of the month. I'm just going out and going fishing regardless, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's tricky, and a lot of times it's around the full moon, you know.
Yeah. And you're going out fishing because that's what you do for a living. So you're not looking at the moon phase as much. But over time, you're seeing, all right, last trip the current was bad, so I'm going to adjust my plan this trip based on the current. So you say it flippantly, but you still plan around the current based on what's happening. And that's kind of the benefit at Hubbard's Marina is we do have so many boats going out there so often that we're able to communicate as a team and, hey, in this current, or in this depth, the current was bad, but like Joe just mentioned, a little deeper, he was able to get out of it.
Yeah, we were fishing like 145, 150 for a week or so because the current was so bad.
Yeah.
We pushed back out to 190 the other day, and it was really good. The scamps were biting.
Nice.
Bigger grade of fish in that little bit deeper water for us on flying too.
So while I got the 12-hour guy and the 39-hour guy, what would be, a lot of people ask me like, hey, what's the difference between those trips? I like the 12-hour stream because you're able to get out there so fast, so still catch 39-hour quality fish, but you're home by dinner. But it's not a 39-hour trip with 20 hours of fishing time where you're able to catch your red snapper, catch some red grouper, and then catch a litany of smaller fish to kind of fill up your stringer. 12-hour extreme, it's a couple big fish, maybe a couple smaller fish.
Lose a couple big ones. You lose some big ones on there too.
Exactly.
I think it's just a faster paced trip as far as the trip, you know, you're moving a little quicker. You know, we stop, if we're not catching them real quick, we're moving right on to the next spot. And our goal is every fish we catch, we like to try to make it a good size one.
Yeah.
You know, versus the overnighter, you have all those hours to put together a nice catch, lots of mangroves and bycatch.
And if you're new, figure out what you're doing at night, and then have some time to learn how we fish out here. And then by the time the trip's over, you got it figured out a lot of times.
Yeah, the 39-hour gives you so much time, so much flexibility. It's a little bit of a slower pace. If you need to, you can go inside, sit in the AC, maybe watch a movie, eat a cheeseburger. You know, it's a totally different experience compared to the 12-hour extreme where it's nothing but that straight heat, and you're out there in the elements the whole time. There's no hot food. You got to bring all your own food, and there's not a lot of reprieve, but it's fast-paced catching.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun trip though.
It is a lot of fun.
I'd say the main difference to me is you're fishing for the bigger fish, and on the overnight you got a time to fish for small vermilions and whatever else. You know, that's the main difference.
And on a 39-hour flying up too, we'll stop and only catch 5 or 6 fish, but they're all, you know, we caught a scamp the other day. Jeff Reedy got him. I think it was like 13 pounds, 14 pounds.
Yeah.
And he got a couple more close to that. But like I said, sometimes you stop, it's not as many fish as it is on the overnighter, but the ones we're catching are like size quality fish.
Jeff sent me a picture of that scamp. It was on that NLO pinfish jig that they don't make anymore. It's a 180 gram NLO slow pitch, and it's not on the market anymore. And he's like, look at this beautiful scamp.
Yeah, I got an even bigger picture.
Don't send me pictures like that with a jig that I can't get. It's so frustrating. But Yeah, that was a
good. He got
beautiful
that,
snap.
and he got a nice tuna, and some red snappers.
So the Sickens jigging, and you got a lot of guys jigging on the 39-hour too.
Yeah, we got guys jigging too, and you catch a variety of fish on them. Anything from a mutton to vermilion, scamp.
Yeah,
And when they're working, they are working.
Yeah.
You know?
and it's cool that we see a lot of jig fishermen come out who bring a jigging rod and then also bait tackle, and they do a little bait fishing and then might switch it up a little bit. Maybe when you first get to a spot, that big aggressive fish is going to grab the jig, or maybe towards the end of the spot, once that fish has seen all the dead bait, all the live bait, you drop down something a little different, it makes it pop.
Yeah, that's the same with the jig. Some guys are they're jig.
They're
guys.
diehard,
and they're not worried about quantity at that time. They're worried about a quality fish. They call it a jig. But then you get the guys too. The best thing to do is right when you start. Yeah, drop down a jig. You get one or two, great. Then go to bait.
Yeah,
and then,
right when you stop, and then I feel like at the end of a spot too, especially on a 39-hour, not so much on an extreme trip, because like you said, you're sticking and moving, it's fast paced, but on a 39, you might get to a spot, if the bite's going well, you might stay there 30, 45, 60 minutes.
Something's happening, it's right down there fire. Yeah.
And then once it slows down, dropping that jig down sometimes gets it to go. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What has been some hot baits lately on the 12-hour extreme?
We've been dead baiting for the most part. A lot of people have been bringing bonita. We've been catching a lot of bonitas, cutting them up out there, and that's been a really hot bait, the bonita. And dead bait, I think, for the most part. The live baits are, we went out to that deeper water, we started getting some scamps on the live baits, the pinfish.
Okay.
So a variety, a combination of baits.
Yeah, pretty much similar. We caught an octopus a couple trips ago, and a couple of groupers on that octopus, pieces of that octopus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love those small frozen octopus we have in the shop, man. They are killer baits, but a big octopus taking one of those tentacles, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, oh yeah. And you know what they're spitting out some too right now is eels.
Oh, really?
We don't really use an eel ever, but the big red snapper will spit out an eel right now, about a foot long moray.
And you take that spit up bait and set it back down?
You drop that back down for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And people are like, what? No, I don't want it. Then the next guy's like, all right, I'll take it.
And then you make them believers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, anything else you guys are seeing? Didn't you see a sailfish on a
yeah, we saw
seen a sailfish the other day.
When they come and they're in a vast range.
We were like 40 miles and seen it.
Yeah, we were 80 plus and saw it. So yeah, when they come, there's like, for me, there'd be everywhere from the shore all the way out there.
And we lost a couple big fish on the flat line the other day.
Oh, really?
Lance had a flat line out most of the trip, and we lost a couple big fish on the flat line.
Like spooling it?
Pretty, smoking him pretty good.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of tightened down the drag and eventually just popped it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Well, it's that time of year for sure. You never know what you're going to catch out there. The mahi too. There's been
we've got a couple 20-pounders this summer.
Yeah, it's wild.
Just got a tuna the other day, so the pelagic bite I think is checking out even.
We did have a big pelagic on recently too, holding the spool at the bottom of the reel. Drago did.
Wow.
Yeah, and it finally broke.
And this is that time of year as we move into August that we potentially, August and September, especially around the moons, we have that opportunity for that cubera. I mean, historically, every year we get a chance at work.
Where we're going tonight, we have a chance at getting a bite at least.
Oh, there you go.
We'll see.
Getting a bite and landing them are two very different things.
Yeah, I would say on the fly up too, we lose as many as we catch.
Yeah.
On an average day. Yeah. We've been catching huge gags.
Yeah.
Left and right.
Monsters. It'll be an interesting 2-month or 2-week gag season.
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah, pretty much everything is sold out if you haven't booked yet, but keep an eye because a lot of times we have some last minute cancellations like a week before gag season, like end of August. We start calling people and making those confirmations, and a lot of times a lot of people drop off. So if you want a gag grouper trip, keep checking back with our online reservation system. You might get lucky with a cancellation. Anything else you guys want to add?
We're getting lighter loads, like
saying, right? We had 13 on the 12-hour the other day.
Yeah, it's a good time to get out there and take advantage of.
And with the lighter loads, we can do a little bit different stuff too. You know, we can start in deeper water. We can fish different kind of spots.
Flatline more, slow pitch more. You get a lot more flexibility.
I don't have to look for the giant meat stack of snapper. I just look for the few bigs.
The piles, the little nuggets. Well, it's a good time to get out there. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy, come out and join us. Don't forget about our Sunday night show where you get a chance to win $1,500 in free trips, live 7:30 p.m. every Sunday on our YouTube. Don't forget to comment a topic or a question that you want answered. We'll make sure we respond to all the comments. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well. Hopefully we'll see you out in the water soon. Thanks for watching, y'all.